People don't want to hear about it. They don't want to know. They don't want to acknowledge it. They don't want to have this be real. Right, Eric? They just don't. Who gives a shit what people think? Appreciate you sending that in, man. Appreciate you sending that in. And I don't know what's going on. Why these beings or any being would even do that, especially in the nighttime. I mean, let's face it. You're going through the woods. Oh, there's some lights on in a house through the forest about 100 yards that way. Why do I even need to go there? You don't. Turn around and go the other way. What's going on, man? You know what I mean? What's going on? Or is it their way of... Maybe their roar scream is them being scared and terrified of where they ended up and they don't know where they are. And they're yelling for help. You never know. You never know, right? One more. This is titled Sasquatch. Hello, Steve. My name is Mac. I live in Kansas. I've always enjoyed hunting and fishing. An outdoors kind of guy. My heritage is Cherokee. Line comes from my father's side. I've listened to many stories about Sasquatch growing up. I joined the Marines at 17 years old. After 9 months of training, assigned to 3rd MARSOC Unit, Camp Lejeune, MARSOC Unit, Camp Lejeune. In late August, hot summer night, I was on security guard watch at a bunker 6 p.m. to midnight. Far southeast corner at the base out in no man's land. Boring. Until the second night. Remembering my sergeant told me not to engage into tree lines, stay near perimeter fence. Why would he do that? Just right at nightfall, this loud screaming, howling sound. I thought, what the hell is it? The timber and pine trees were shaking. It never broke the tree line. Fear struck me. My heart rate was so fast, I could hear it in my ears. I became cautious. I'm standing here with a loaded weapon. It wasn't a bear or mountain lion. I know what they sound like. I looked at my watch and stopped at 11 p.m. I don't know how long I was standing there. I continued to the front of the bunker, looking back over my shoulder, like had a nightmare in my mind. The perimeter fence sloped down in the front of the bunker. I crossed over on the high side, looked down bunker. There's a dim light near the doors. I was standing in front of the doors and side fence, every bit of 10 feet tall. Sorry, I screwed that up. I crossed over on the high side, looked down bunker. There is dim light near the doors. It was standing in front of the doors inside the fence, every bit of 10 feet tall. I clicked the safety off my M16. I shouted your name. You're in a restricted area. I shouted your name. You're in a restricted area. Again, I shouted your name. Oh, I get it. There's no quotes or anything, right? I raised my weapon and fired. A burst of 3 rounds, a warning in the air. I was only 150 meters out. I could have killed it. I stood and looked at it like we had a misunderstanding. It read my mind. The being leapt and it was gone. The following morning, I was briefed in front of my captain. I was charged $500 for each fired round. 3 weeks later, I was deployed to Southeast Asia with 7th Fleet. In 1978, I was discharged and retired the same day with honorable discharge. Steve, I appreciate what you're doing. I know you have a lot of email. At least I did my part. Thanks, Mac. Holy shit, Mac. Appreciate that, man.